Happy Halloween, everyone. It's the BumCast. I am your host, HBIC, the head bum in charge, along with Southside Bum and two Dougie freshnesses.
It's your boys.
Oh, shit.
Welcome, guys. I got some good content. Looking good tonight.
Dougie looks beautiful. Straight up
Nice
beautiful.
Yeah.
Look at you, Dougie.
Johnny's
Johnny's 70s porn star. He's doing mustache rides. I'm Bruno tonight. Gay fashion icon. So let's go.
You, Jason, look maybe the best you've ever looked. I can't see because Dougie doesn't wear glasses, and I can't see the comments, and I can't see anybody. Here we go. Anyway, yeah, Jason, do you want to tell people what we're doing with your costume in particular? Because we got backstage and we started talking about our individual outfits, and I realized I haven't seen you in that costume in a better part of 10 years or so. And those are the same shorts from 10 years ago.
So this is actually, I haven't worn this costume in 14 years.
14 years.
It's very tight and very revealing. So we're gonna put the Venmo up on the screen here. Get it. There you go. If you already have it, anytime you Venmo me $20, I'm standing up and I'll do a little spin. Fuck it, I'll whore myself out tonight for the good of the show.
So this is what he's doing. It's basically you're paying $20 to see Jason's dick. That's literally what we're doing here, because you can see everything. And if you turn around, you see everything behind too, because they're pretty thin shorts.
They are pretty thin, and they're also the costume.
Are you wearing underwear?
No.
Beautiful. That's incentive. Put the Venmo back up.
No, there is. So there is. There's very much left to the imagination. I will say this costume is a little stained. I worn it at a drinking night out when we all went to English at River North many moons ago. So it looks like I fucking just creamed all over my shorts here in the front. So
I mean,
it's
50-50. That could have happened.
That's how it was back in the day. That's how it was.
You do what you had to do. But yeah, I feel good. Still fits, a little snug. But all right, we'll go back to this in a second. But first, we want to get the Hawks game just started. We're going to be drinking live. We're going to do our Hawks drinking rules. So, Peter, if you want to, we're going to tell everyone what it is again. All right. So every time the Hawks score a goal, you got to do a shot of tequila. Okay. So get yourself drink along with us tonight. Get yourself a nice bottle of tequila. Anytime Connor Bedard scores a goal, you do a little Malort. Okay. Malort for Connor Bedard goals. You only do shots for ties or leads. We don't celebrate mediocrity with the shots. So if the Hawks are down 2-0, they score a goal, you don't drink. Not until it's 2-2. If the Hawks win, you take a victory shot of tequila. If Connor Bedard scores the game-winning goal, the GWG, you do a combo of Malort and then tequila. So them's the
Beautiful.
rules. Ready? Well, hopefully we'll have some goals tonight. We're gonna have the game on. So all of a sudden, if we start cheering in the middle of our show, it's because one of us just scored a goal. Someone just scored a goal for the Hawks.
One of us just scored.
One of us just scored. All right. So guys, we look good. Johnny, you did not want to wear a wig for us tonight.
He didn't. He came over to my place. I had a beautiful wig ready for him. He's supposed to be Sam Elliott. Now he just looks like Magnum PI instead. You look like Burt Reynolds or what's the other guy? Tom Selleck.
Whatever, man. Listen, this was like a last minute thing. Everything kind of got blown up with as far as like my costume ideas that didn't actually happen on Saturday. I got shit for it by a couple people. That's okay. You know, I try to manage as much as I possibly could, but I kind of put this together last minute. Yeah, I didn't have the wig. I absolutely sorry. Yes, you did provide me a wig, but it looks like if I put the wig on, I look like I look like fucking Bob Ross. So I just didn't think that it would match that well.
All right, $20 to Jason's Venmo for Johnny to put the wig on too.
No.
You get to see Jason's dick and you get Johnny as Bob Ross.
It's a win-win situation for everyone, right?
I'm going to remove Sam Elliott from the screen because that's no.
All right, and we'll just do quick one more time. There's a Venmo.
to see Jason's dick.
All right. Okay. Guys, we had a fun weekend, did we not?
We did.
We're still recovering.
Yeah.
Dougie looks like he just woke up from Saturday night.
Yeah, I did. Not only did I wake up late yesterday, I went to bed early too. So, yeah, all thanks to that party. Phenomenal party, by the way.
Wait,
Thank you, guys.
We forgot that. It was a phenomenal party. We're going to talk about the beautiful job you guys did hosting in a second. I forgot to ask. We got to ask Dougie. Who did your makeup?
My daughter did. That's actually the whole inspiration for tonight was I was tossing up a few different things, and I was just finally like, hey, Madison, what should I be? And I did the wrong fucking thing because I was basically telling her, like, hey, between this and this, what should I be? And she's like, you should be Elsa. And I'm like, what am I going to say? No. So,
yeah.
Go all the way. Go all the way.
You can tell kids no all the time. It's pretty easy. No.
When you got to live with them, it's a little different. The grudges get held a little hard. So, yeah. We're in the circle of trust here. So,
yeah. But I want to thank everyone for coming out to the party on Saturday. It was a good time. It was my annual Halloween party. I had a packed house. Go all out with the decorations and festivities. Dougie, thank you so much for cooking. That was awesome. But we put we grabbed a couple pictures. We don't want to. There was a whole bunch of pictures. We want to thank everyone for coming. But Peter grabbed a few highlights for the night. So we got Yump outside dressed as Bigfoot. Double casing.
Yump. His costume was awesome. But I specifically showed this picture. One, I wanted to dox your house and where you live, Jason. But no, I wanted to show how awesome you went with the decorations. Inside and out, it was like you like to say, spooktacular.
Spectacular.
So yeah.
All right, keep going with the slideshow here. Oh, we had a special guest, Celeste. She's officially back, Celeste Spaghetti, from the Asses, and we all had cowboys. There was 3 cowboys in the.
There's a shit ton of cowboys and a shit ton of baseball players. That was like the prevalent thing. It was everyone was either a cowboy or a baseball player.
Yeah.
Like this guy. He got shit for his costume. Johnny, explain yourself. Because this looks like you were just Johnny.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I mean, I got shit from a couple people, not naming names, but yeah, I was supposed to be Dylan Cease. You know, I was trying to put something together since my costume got, completely
derailed
here. Yeah. So, that's I would say that's also my fault too. But yeah, I tried to pull something off last minute, didn't work. I had to explain everything to everybody. But yeah, it just basically I came Halloween dressed as myself. So
I said if you were Dylan Cease, you should have just walked around with that shitty poem that he talked about for a season and a half, and just walked
Hawks
around
just
like
scored.
that.
Hawks just scored.
Bedard, Connor Bedard too.
All right, here we go.
All right,
See?
let's get the
I-
Malorts.
Dougie, you called this in the beginning of the show or the pre-show meeting. You said the Hawks. Like this.
Yeah.
This is a good possibility. We're doing 3, 4, 5 shots tonight.
Yeah.
Look, that was a beautiful shot right there. All right, you guys got your Malorts.
Ooh,
Peter, you don't have any
way
Malort,
too high.
unfortunately. You
No, wait, that's
you fucked
me.
up there.
I got shitty
But,
rye. I got the worst rye possible.
Hey, we're starting off the pod. We're 11 minutes in. We're doing a first shot of Malort. This pod's gonna go off the rails pretty fucking quick. So
I'm also gonna
right.
bum of the week me real quick because I still had the pregame show on. I don't know what.
oh, it's on Comcast Sports Plus.
I
Son
poured
of a
mine a
bitch.
little too heavy.
All right, that's all right. Cheers, guys. Cheers,
Yeah.
cheers.
All right,
All right,
1-0.
Shout out for the
All
young
right.
Nerds shot glass. Continue. The Dougies were in the house.
The Dougies. I said it before. I'm obsessed with being Dougie. I could only imagine like this is what mall Santas feel like, and this is not a beer joke or a fat joke, Dougie. Sorry, it's not. It's not
No,
either of
it's all
those.
good.
It's just that you're so jolly. You have like an infectious personality, and I just want to be Dougie now all the time. I said it. Julie does a great job organizing all of our previous Halloween costumes into totes. I'm staring at them right now. I've got an Elvis, a Willy Wonka, a bunch of different things I could have been. And I just want to keep running back Dougie freshness. I'm a Dougie impersonator now. It's your boy. I can't stop saying it's your boy. I've been saying it all weekend long. It's your boy. It's your boy. I love it. I love being Dougie freshness.
And you won the costume contest.
I did. People were complaining
Yeah.
it was home cooking, but I don't think so. People love
No,
it.
it was-
People love Dougie freshness.
I had the
could you not
box.
love
I
Dougie?
had the box, and everyone was anonymous voting. So yeah, you definitely won for sure.
Thank you.
So
Appreciate
that
everyone
was the
voting
thing
for
I was
me.
torn about. Like I was like, should I be proud that he won the costume contest as me, or like everybody voting for me because they're like, this motherfucker's a clown and it's a nice costume.
Yeah, I didn't think about it from your end, Dougie. Sorry.
Yeah, right. It's all good. It made me laugh
All right, what else
because I literally thought it was going to be like me and like Mary that voted for you, and then turns out you win. So funny.
Little blacklight beer pong in the
Yeah.
circus room there.
The downstairs was awesome. You had the black lights, everybody. I mean, me and my high vis, I was sticking out like a sore thumb, but you guys did a great job decorating and everything else.
And look at asses with Max. Max probably had the best picture of the night just with that smile on her face.
I was sitting on the other side of this camera while they took this picture, and I wanted to make it very clear that Max Power is 100% a bum. She's a bum through and through. She's not part of the ass crew.
She is not, but she did a good job posing. So
She did. She looks great. They all look great. Oh,
all right,
we're gonna talk about that
you
later.
went a little too far. Talk about that later.
Yeah, I did it again. I got to work on my slide game.
It's okay. It's all right. All right. So we're doing all things Halloween tonight. Like I said, dressed up. You Venmo me $20. I give you a nice little show of the goodies below because it's something. So make sure you get at that if you want to see. All right. Let's start off with some Halloween trivia. Oh, I gotta use my phone now. I can't. Gotta turn off the Hawks for a bit here.
Dougie, you're in charge of the Hawks game because apparently I
yeah.
had it on the Bulls
Coyotes
pregame
just
or
tied it
something.
up.
See,
They just tied it. All right.
you called it's going to be a
Yeah.
high scoring game. So yeah,
Yeah.
or I called it was going to be a high scoring game. We don't know yet.
Yeah.
All right. Let us go with some Halloween trivia. You know the rules. I ask the questions. You guys have to guess. Winner gets bragging rights. All right.
Comments can play along.
Comments can play along. All right. Question number 1. What is the most commercially successful horror movie of all time?
I know this.
Yes.
It's the new It movie.
Peter's correct.
Yeah,
Okay.
I saw. Actually, shout out Yumper and Foe. they did their horror movie thing, and I watched. So I know that they actually, I think it was during the Drafty Pod. Either it was one of the Penguin shows. But yeah, obviously ticket sales, are through the roof. So they inflation. Blame Biden again.
No, it's not Halloween.
All right. Next question here. We got 10 questions here, by the way. So, it's a weird one. In what American state is it illegal to be a priest or nun on Halloween?
Ooh, I'm gonna go Utah.
Oh, that's a
Utah.
great guess. Is that right?
No.
There has to be.
Oh, right. That was a good guess, but it was wrong. I'm going to guess something lame like Vermont.
Yeah, somewhere like the Northeast. Maine.
It is. You are all incorrect. It is Alabama.
Yeah,
It is
close
Alabama. Now
Alabama,
they banned it, but here's what's funny. If you get caught doing this, it's guilty of a misdemeanor, and upon conviction shall be punished by a fine not exceeding $500 or confinement in the county jail for not more than 1 year, or by both such fine and imprisonment. Imagine going to jail for a year because you dress up as a priest.
when they say throw the book at you, I mean,
Literally,
Bible?
bro.
I guess you get smacked by the Bible. Yeah. Ted, you just turned on to the Halloween Spooktacular, and I'm half
yeah.
naked. Dougie's dressed in drag. Johnny's 70s porn star, and Peter's Dougie.
I said next year I think we should all do drag. Maybe even on Halloween. Who knows?
All right. Question 3. What 2 countries popularized Halloween costumes for trick-or-treating? What 2 countries?
I mean, it's not the United States.
It is not. That's your hint.
2 countries.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna go Italy and England.
Okay.
Dougie has a good guess.
Mexico and Africa.
Africa's not a country.
Germany
Not
and Poland.
Spelling either.
Okay. The correct answer, you're all incorrect. Scotland and Ireland.
Oh
Scotland
man.
and Ireland.
Do you have a reason why?
No, it just said that there was 2. I'm sure if I digged enough, I could find out, but I didn't feel like digging.
Yumper got it. Ireland is one. A lot of people guessing Mexico. I assumed, Day of the Dead. That was a great guess.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. Nothing to do with school.
Nope. All right, next question. What was the most popular Halloween candy in America? Or what is? Sorry.
I gotta go Reese's.
You know what? It should be Reese's. It should be Snickers. I'm going to guess those bullshit cheap-ass Tootsie Rolls. Because all them old ladies, everyone... whenever you went trick-or-treating as a kid, you got like 100 Tootsie Rolls for every one good Snickers or Reese's bar.
I'm gonna go
John, you wanna
M&M's.
guess?
M&M's.
All of you are incorrect. It is Skittles.
Skittles?
What?
Skittles.
I thought for sure it was going to be
I know.
chocolate. Or
I know.
fake chocolate.
I thought it was. I was shocked when I saw it, but I actually saw that question posted on 2 separate trivia boards, and I was like, okay, well, if 2 separate trivia boards got it on there, it's got to be Skittles then.
All right, hold on a second. I'm getting roasted. Marge is calling me a fuck because she said don't hate on Tootsie Rolls, and then Julie's saying Tootsie Rolls are the tits.
Oh,
Tootsie Rolls are garbage. I mean, you guys have raccoon
They're
taste
terrible.
buds.
Terrible.
It gets stuck in the teeth, and no.
Yeah. Zero.
That's like old people candy. That's
0
what-
out of
that's
10 for
Yeah.
Tootsie Rolls. Like
Yeah.
Tootsie Rolls were probably awesome when they came out like 500 years ago, and it was like the
Yeah,
first
when they were
fake artificial chocolate, or like it wasn't even, it's like not even real chocolate. It's like plastic chocolate. There's better things than Tootsie Rolls nowadays, people.
Okay,
They were popular when
we're
they
gonna
were
talk
the
about
candy.
we're gonna talk
also-
about
are they-
the candy in a little bit. Let's
Are
talk
they-
about it now.
Are they counting each individual Skittles by themselves? Because that's the
No,
only
I
way
don't.
I see them winning. Skittles is fine and all, but that can't be the most
For me, it's
popular
Twix.
candy.
Twix is the best Halloween candy. I'm just a slut for Twix. But I could see why Reese's like especially if you get like the people give away like the big peanut butter cups, not the little, like the little individual wrapped ones. But if you get if you were trick or treating, you got like the individual wrapped peanut butter cups, that was a good house. Like they hooked you up.
Yeah, for me, it's that or Take 5. Take 5 is my jam.
Take 5. I mean, Take 5s are good, but
Yeah.
I don't know if
when I was trick or
10.
treating, if I went to a house who gave out Almond Joy, I would be like, I'm gonna fucking egg your house now.
I'm not even gonna ask Johnny because he's gonna say like celery or creatine or like pre-workout or something.
What?
You're too healthy to weigh in on the candy talk.
No. That's not true. I have a sweet tooth. At work, they have this jar where they just always continue filling up candy, and I just can never get away from it. I mean, I love Kit Kats are my favorite, or Kit Kats and those Reese's peanut butter cups, my absolute favorite.
Yeah.
Okay, so
the worst thing you got as a kid was if somebody threw just pennies in your bag. Here's some pennies.
No, toothbrush, and then the popcorn balls. I mean, those things. The razor blade thing. The razor blade thing is obviously like an old wives' tale, at least hopefully.
Yeah.
But there's for sure razor blades and popcorn balls for sure.
all right, next one. This is an interesting one. How many calories are in an average trick-or-treater's Halloween stash?
Oh man, it depends on the neighborhood. That's a tough generalization.
Well, it's average, so how many calories?
Dude, I used to bring like pillowcases full of candy.
Pillowcases, absolutely.
Yeah. Like we would just make the rounds.
I'm gonna say 15,000 calories.
I was gonna say 21,000.
You got to think it. They're small, like they're small candy. It's not like the bigger candies. So you got to
like my daughter and
that as
everyone.
well,
They don't
too.
go there. There's a lot of young kids that don't go as crazy as like the 12, 13-year-olds.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 13,000 calories.
Okay, Marge is actually the winner without going over. It's 11,000.
People aren't trying.
11,000 calories in an
People aren't
average
trying hard
trick-or-treater
enough.
stash.
That's close.
Not
close.
trying hard enough.
Yeah.
That's
Praz,
close.
Yeah, those kids.
Praz guessed 2,500. That's like 2 Snickers bars.
Brad just went around the block and called it a day.
Yeah.
All right, next one here. We got a jack-o'-lantern question. What was used before pumpkins to make jack-o'-lanterns?
Wait, repeat that again.
What was used before pumpkins to make jack-o'-lanterns?
Watermelons.
I was gonna go with the low-hanging fruit and say eggplant, but no. Cantaloupes.
Damn it! I was gonna say that too. I don't fucking know.
All right, it is from the Irish because remember I told you they started like with the big Halloween stuff. It was potatoes and turnips.
I mean, that's just stereotyping, Jason. Racist.
Taters.
Canceled.
And also in England, large beets were sometimes used. Okay, so far Peter's the only one who got one correct. So
all right, I'm gonna win by default again, like the spelling bee.
No.
all right, we're going to America now. When was Halloween first celebrated in the U.S.?
All right. Well, I mean, they celebrated killing the witches up in Salem, but that's not the same as Halloween. I'm gonna say 1895.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 1870. I'm gonna go a little bit earlier than that.
I'll go
Okay.
1945.
Dougie would have been right if it was 100 years earlier. 1840s was when Halloween was first celebrated in the U.S.
Oh shit!
That was close. That was
Damn.
close. That was close again.
That was when
because
were invented.
because that's when the Irish migrated over here because of the potato famine in Ireland.
Oh,
So
that makes sense.
yeah, think about the Irish.
I'm learning.
here. It's
I'm
all
learning
Irish.
more about the Irish than I am about Halloween
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is cool. Shout out.
Hey,
Roy
kudos to
T.
the Irish. Kudos to the
Yeah,
Irish.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, good job.
Mm.
All right, we got 3 more left here. When is Halloween thought to have originated?
Well, what the hell? You medieval times?
No. I don't think any of you guys are going to get this one, so this is a tough one.
The Nixon era.
Johnny's just guessing. Dougie, you want to take a shot at the dark?
When the first corned beef sandwich came out, because the Irish brought it over, and it's
Yeah.
The first Halloween was thought to have originated in 4000 BC from all the pagans and shit.
Yeah, that's impossible. We're talking about like all of history nowadays. I thought you were going to be asking like, more. Give me more Skittles questions.
Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. We got a candy question here. How many pounds of candy corn are produced each year?
Oh, here we go.
too many.
Too many. Yeah, 1 pound is too many pounds. Candy corn needs to go by the wayside. It's 2023. We don't need candy corn anywhere. Who's asking for candy corn? Probably Marge.
I like candy corn.
You know who's asking for candy corn? The people that ate the wax lips. That's who's asking for fucking candy corn.
Yeah, the wax lips or the fake Coke bottles. That are
Yeah.
like
I'll give you guys
all
a hint.
wax.
It's in the millions. It's in the millions.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Pounds of candy corn each year?
5 million.
No, it's more. It'll be 15 million.
I'll go 11.
Johnny?
I said 5 million. Oh.
35 million.
That's
35
too
million
many
pounds
millions.
candy corn made every year, amounting to about 9 billion pieces.
Too much.
That's what Sarah said too.
I don't
All
know.
right, last one, guys.
Who likes? Yeah, should have multiple choice these questions.
Yeah, this is. I would. Yeah.
All right, next time I'll multiple choice them. How about that?
Nah, it's not your fault. We're done.
I'll make it easier for you guys to give it. Yeah. What sort of mask does Michael Myers wear in the original Halloween?
What sort
Oh,
of
this was
mask?
interesting. Yeah.
I mean, I know what it looks like, but are you telling me it's like, is it like for a specific thing?
It's a famous actor. The mask is of a famous actor.
Oh, well, I think Yumper got it in the comments.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's a William Shatner mask.
William Shatner. Because the studio had such a small budget, they had to use the cheapest mask they could find. It was a $2 William Shatner mask, and they spray painted it white.
Huh.
So, Yump's winning trivia for that one.
I think he won
never would've
trivia.
guessed it.
He's the big winner. What does he win, Jason? Stand up.
He-
Give him.
He wins
Reveal the prize.
He wins a private showing of me standing up.
Uh,
And also remember
Gross.
for a good old 20
bucks. $20. Jason stands up.
And I do a nice little twirl. I found one trivia question that I wasn't going to ask, but I thought this was interesting. And here I'm gonna pull it up here. My shit's so slow today. What is Des Moines, Iowa's pre-Halloween festival called? It's called Beggar's Night, in which kids go door to door telling jokes, reciting poems, or dancing in exchange for sweets. And I just want to say that sounds absolutely fucking horrible. Like, you guys got kids. Kids trying to tell a joke or dancing is got to be the most cringe thing. The kids cannot tell jokes for shit, and I don't need all of them coming to my house trying to tell a joke.
Imagine answering your door and like a kid's doing their best like Fozzie Bear impression. I like it. I want to see it. I want all the bad stand-up jokes.
I don't need kids dancing, just doing a little twirl or something and say, "Yay, look at me."
Well, one out of 10 of those jokes kind of hit hard. Usually that's Madison's rate, about 1 out of 10.
1 out of 10.
1 out of 10.
I like this.
If I lived in Des Moines, Iowa, I would make sure I was out the entire night before Halloween. I'd leave my house at 4:00 in the afternoon, and I'd come home like at 11, and I would make sure that I could not hear any jokes or songs or dances from anyone. So
I'm overeating in this goddamn costume.
But if you ever try to have like a kid try to tell you a joke, it's all over the place, man. And then it's like, and then they tell you the punchline, and you're like, wait, that was the punchline? Like, that was really good. Keep up the good work. All right.
I don't know how you eat and drink with this, Dougie. Obviously mine's like a $4 version of your beard. But I was struggling on Saturday, and I'm struggling again today.
Oh, dude, it was so funny. Towards the end of the night, your lip was like sagging, and it looked like I had a stroke.
Stroke, Dougie.
Okay, so interesting comment here. Luke just posted up that his cousins are currently roaming Des Moines, Iowa tonight with their kids for Beggar's Night. It's phenomenal. Agree to disagree. I do not want to hear kids tell jokes. Bolingbrook is basically Iowa. It is. That's a fact. All right. Speaking of the scaries, Peter, we need to coordinate our comment removal here.
No.
You good, dude? Okay.
I'm having a stroke. I'm overeating.
All right. Speaking of spookies, I saw this headline, and I didn't go much into the story, but this headline made me LOL out loud, and this is probably one of the spookiest things, scariest things that could happen to you. Girlfriend farts while he performs oral sex, blasting fecal matter littered with bits of peanuts into his mouth, setting off a nut allergy.
Well, it looks like I'm wearing the right shirt today, huh?
Holy shit.
Oh my God. Cody Miller of Palmdale, California, landed emergency room late Sunday night, February the 13th. When he arrived, his throat was already closing due to an unknown allergic reaction. Doctors were able to stabilize him quickly. However, his swollen face seemed to be lingering longer than usual. A specialist in allergies and infectious diseases was brought in to try and get to the bottom of what caused this outbreak. I didn't even know you could actually fart bits of peanuts.
I mean, yes, you do. If we've all trusted a fart that we shouldn't have trusted. That's exactly what happened here, except for it was an intimate moment. Also, this sounds like a terrible episode of House. Do you guys ever watch that show? Where it's like House is just trying to figure out how some poor girl got sick, and it's like, the domino effect. That's exactly what happened here. This is a bad episode of House.
I mean, that must have been some good fucking oral, man. If she just can't even hold it together, then she's just blasting off fucking big old fucking farts that are shooting out bits of peanut butter.
But dude, why is this dude's like the only thing that swelled on him was his upper lip, like not the bottom lip, just his.
Well, did you not hear what's happening?
Yes, but it's just.
I mean, she probably sees that lip right there, and she's like, "Hey, can you get this guy checked out real quick? I need to get him back. I need to get him back home before that swelling goes down, man. He's got to finish the job, man. He's got the fucking juice in him now."
Oh, he's so proud.
Of course, it was Cody with the peanut allergies. All of the Codys have the peanut allergies.
Jeez.
Oh my god, that
You
headline
never
made
hear
me-
like Frank with the peanut allergies, or you know.
I mean, yeah. Thank God I don't do a lot of peanut butter or anything because I did not know that my farts could.
Coyotes just scored again, 2-1.
I saw that. I was just checking.
Son of a
I was getting the
bitch.
game back on. STP,
That's a-
sexually transmitted peanuts.
That's a good band.
That's a good. That's
I love STP.
it's got
Wait, which
that
one?
perfection. All right. I'm gonna play a video right here because we're gonna talk place the date spot post in a minute here. But before I do, I'm gonna.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, you live under a rock because this was everywhere.
Yes. But women made a list of spots that were terrible for first dates, I should mention. But before we talk into that, I want to play this video that I actually wanted to show on the pod last week. And it kind of relates to dating and first dates and everything. It's 2 minutes long, so bear with me. I'll cut it off if it gets too long, but it's disgusting and funny at the same time. So here we go, everyone.
So today I linked with this nigga I met a few weeks ago out with my friends. This nigga been texting me for weeks talking to himself. Why I didn't block him, bitch, I don't know. But today I was bored and I had time, so he texted me like, can we meet for drinks? And I'm like, yeah, meet me here. They got the best fucking oysters in Atlanta, like hands down. So I'm like, yes, I can get some content. Come on. It's so good.
Jesus.
Y'all, when the fourth one came out, he was looking at me crazy. I didn't give a fuck. I'm like, baby, you invited me out. I'm gonna eat, and I was coming anyway. But I ain't gonna lie. No, I wouldn't have did all that, but I did do all that. It was so good. I was not expecting it to be that good. It was just so good. Like I had to. It was so good. So after that, I'm like, baby, what's next? What I'm about to eat? These potatoes, they were so good. And the crab cakes, everything was so good. 10, baby. Why the fuck this bitch ass nigga say he going to the bathroom and never come back? The fuck? I'm like, hold the fuck on. It's been like 10, 20, 30 minutes, bitch. What the fuck this nigga at? Had to end up grabbing a tab, bitch. Nigga left me with his little one fucking drink. Yeah, bitch. I'm so glad bitch keep me some money, cause what? That was crazy to me. And I said, bitch, you running out on the tab. He talking about, I'm offering you to drink. The fuck are you talking about, bitch?
All right. So that guy, he ditched out of the tab. She ordered 45 oysters. She went through four or five trays of oysters, all that food.
Yeah.
And he basically just said, you know what, fuck this shit. He went to the bathroom, he dipped out.
Yeah.
And I gotta say I applaud the guy, because if you heard that slurping, like that would have been like absolutely fucking not for me. Like I'm done. Especially if what he said, I just invited you out for drinks and you're ordering trays of oysters. Like for me, that's like a dating faux pas, you know, I guess. What are you guys' thoughts?
My immediate thought was I would have ran out on it as soon as she's filming herself eating every single one of those fucking things.
Yeah.
Like that, I'm done with that. You know, trust me, I take pictures of my food and everything like that. The phone eats first, you know, but yeah, like, nah, not down with that.
My first thought as soon as I saw the video was I yelled at Dougie last week for eating so much shrimp that you're gonna develop a shellfish allergy. Does the same thing not happen to oysters? Like eventually you eat so much oysters that you're gonna develop some sort of allergies to them. So this beard is driving me nuts. So yeah, too much oyster is what my first initial thought was.
Yeah.
So have you guys
Coyote-
ever dipped out on a date?
Coyote Spree one.
Have you ever left mid date and stuck the tab to him? You ever done it?
No.
No, if
No,
it
I've
if it
never
was
done
if it was something like what happened, like she was pretty much documenting the whole date, and I'm just like, either you're gonna enjoy our time together, or you're gonna just like record and shit. I mean, it's just like, all right, I don't got fucking time for this shit. But no, I've never like, I've had like, bad dates, I've had good dates or whatever, but I would never go and just like leave them just right off the bat. It'd have to be something like really drastic, kind of similar to what I just saw right now. But no, I haven't.
They also don't serve oysters at Turtles, so I think we're Gucci. At least that I know of.
I did that once to a date. I did that one time in my life. When I
dipped?
was, oh yeah, I did one time. So I was like, this is my very early 20s. I was like 21, 22. And girl I was out with, and we were already out a couple times. I think it was like maybe our third date. And it was a Sunday night. We went to Russian Division because I remember it was very like the bars were empty or anything like that. So do you guys remember that basement bar below Bar Chicago? I think it was like Blue or something like that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah. So I pick her up, we go there, and they didn't have any food or anything. So we just started having a drink, and she like got a text from like one of her friends, and she invited her friend to join. And I was like, oh, okay, a little weird. But her friend showed up, and then I had a tab open at the bar, and her friend comes and starts ordering all these drinks on my tab. Like they're doing like shots, and she's ordering like, just all the, not even like rum and cokes or vodka tonic. She's ordering like specialty cocktails and shit. Yeah. And like, I didn't mind like buying around for her, but I'm like, I'm not out with you, and I don't know you. And like, you just show up and start ordering drinks. I mean, I eventually, after like the third, I said something to her, and because it irked me the wrong way. And the girl I was on a date with, they were like standing next to each other, and she was like, "Oh, well, we like when guys spend money on us." And I'm like,
they were running a scam, man. They were rope-a-doping you.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right. So after like 10, I was like, fuck this shit. And they were gonna go to the bathroom because that's what girls do. They go to the bathroom together. And I said, "Hey, I'll be right back. I gotta make a phone call real quick." And she was like, "All right, but Burke, you're coming back, right?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll be right back. I just gotta make a quick phone call." Got out of the bar, turned my phone off, got in my car, left. I fucking dipped, and I left them all with the fucking tip because thankfully they didn't have like my credit card on. It was just running the tip.
How many oysters did they order?
Probably the equivalent of 4 trays. But she finally like called me she called me the next day, and I finally answered, and I made up this like bullshit excuse that oh yeah, I when I went outside to make the phone call, I ran into an ex-girlfriend, and she invited me to come with her to the bar, so I went with her instead. Sorry. I made up some bullshit. I was like 21, 22. I didn't give a fuck. But yeah, I did it once. I dipped out, and it's like I probably wouldn't have dipped if they didn't say, "Oh, we like guys that spend money on us." If she never said that, I probably would have stuck it out. But when she said that, I was like, "Okay, all right, have fun paying for those drinks."
Yeah,
yeah. So that was the only time I ever did that. But I give that guy props for dipping when all the slurps came with the oysters.
Depends on the slurps.
All right, so let's talk this dating thing. Peter, you want to pull, or you got the I got the better slide. You got the better one. So, all right. So the group of ladies made a list of places men shouldn't take them on a first date, and there was a lot of flack because number one on the list was Cheesecake Factory. And I mean, I'm not going to say I don't disagree with some of these on this list. I think some of these are pretty valid, but Cheesecake Factory seems a little egregious to me.
Wait, hold on.
Applebee's
All right, time out.
Yeah.
We'll start with number one. You think Cheesecake Factory is a good date for a first date?
Do I think it's a good spot? No, but I don't think it's the worst. I think Applebee's and Chili's could be a lot worse, or fast food chains, any fast food chain.
Yeah. So just looking through this list, like Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili's, Olive Garden, those are all basically the same thing to me. They're fast casual chains. I don't know. I don't disagree. Like, those are not places to go on a first date. Whether or not everyone's budget's different and times are tough for this and that. But like, a lot of this stuff I kind of agree with. The only ones I disagree with is probably like coffee dates could work. I'm not saying Starbucks, but if you go to like a coffee shop, go different things, that's a pretty decent place to get to know somebody. But a lot of these, and like, they caught flack for like writing this out, and it was like it was literally everywhere. The Mid Show talked about it. The Pivot talked about it. Like, the Pivot's a football podcast. They talked about it. But I don't think it was like a crazy list of like
no
especially for a first date. Now, like your 10th date, we're all going to Olive Garden. The fucking breadsticks are fire.
Yeah. I mean, personally, I'm an advocate for number 7 as a first date. Like, that's a great spot. Like,
that's a weird spot, man. I'm not on your first date. That's a weird fucking spot. Like, hey, come over to my house. No, it's not weird at all.
Yeah, ever heard of Netflix?
because of the implication.
Right. Yeah.
Sporting events is good. Like, a bar for drinks is good. Hookah bars are good. I understand, like, nightclubs. Obviously family functions, you don't want to do that. That's fucking weird. Church, I don't know were you gonna just sing fucking hymns and
ice cream date is a good first date.
Ice cream date's a good one. Yeah, I never been to Waffle House, so I don't know how the date spot that is.
I don't think you would want to date the type of people that go on a first date to Waffle House. Then again, like the 10th, 11th date, then you could go to Waffle House.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, I think some of these are good though. I used to always do the movies as a first date, but then you don't really talk to anyone.
But that's kind of a good. I'm cool with like movies, like first couple of dates, but it's gotta like be like maybe food before the movie or coffee shop. At least get to know someone a little bit. Because movies, you're not really talking. You're sitting next to somebody for 3 hours, but you might as well go alone because movies is not like a social interaction.
All right, this one for Marv. When I was 16, a boy took me to church with his parents as our first date. That sounds absolutely horrible. Like, you got to meet Jesus and his parents. Like, oh man,
tough.
That's a tough first date.
And what if his dad's name Jesus? Then it's like, which Jesus are we talking about?
Rough.
So what was your guys like a good first date spot? Like, what would be like a go to? Because obviously I'm getting flack for number 7. So
house party, and it's like you bring your friends, I'll bring my friends, and then you get to know her and everyone else. Me and Julie, when we first started, we used to do like not bowling, but like mini golf or something outdoors. Ain't bad.
Yeah, I agree. I think those are good options. Dougie, you have a spot? What was your first date spot?
Me and Mary's first date was a Bulls game. So
you're number 28 on the list.
Games are good. Baseball games, obviously, that's a good date. Football games, any sporting event, as long as you guys are both interested in said sporting event. It all matters on what people are interested in. Like if you don't care about that, obviously, if the girl or guy knows nothing about sports, then maybe a sporting event might not work for you.
Right, exactly. Like if you guys have the common interest of like, hey, do you like this or you like that? Then yes, it's gonna work because you guys are gonna have the same interests. So of course, like if you're gonna go to a Bulls game or you guys both like sports or whatever, or just go to dinner. Like obviously, they put Cheesecake Factory as like the number one thing, but I would take it to a nice place downtown or something like that. I'd like to.
So is that your first date spot, Johnny? You're the single guy here, like.
Yeah, I mean, I like if I'm gonna I wouldn't say I'm impressed, but if I'm gonna take them out, I would like to take them out. I'd like to dine them out. Obviously talk. That's the whole thing. Communication. You just gotta talk, and you gotta see if you don't know them really well. Like I said, that's a good spot. Like you don't want to take them to a club because it's a little bit too noisy. You're just gonna be shouting at each other the whole time. Like so. Like a nice little dinner spot downtown. Like, it doesn't have to be like super, like, take them to like, a huge steakhouse or Gibson's or something like that, but just a nice spot. But yeah, same thing too. If you guys are having like a common interest of, of certain things, like, obviously sporting event or whatever, that might be a good spot if they're into it. So like I said, it all depends on like how well you know the person.
Sox games.
Mm-hmm.
Whiskey at commission.
Yeah, because you don't watch the game anyways. You just get drunk. So it's basically a bar.
Right.
Correction. We have to correct this because people were in the comments saying Missy has stated multiple times that it was one person that made this list. It was not a group of people.
Right.
So it was just a singular person.
I mean, I think, honestly, at the end of the day, it's the first date is got to be about, getting to know each other and everything like that. The emphasis should be on getting to know that person, not the setting of where you're at. The setting of where you're at should be fucking the last thing, I mean, there's a lot of people like my second date was we went to the movies and then afterwards we went to Denny's. It's all about like what you can afford and everything like that. So if you want to go ahead and you want to, flex and go to like a really nice restaurant out, just know that that's the tone you're setting for that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you really can't go backwards. I don't know, in my opinion.
Yeah. That and first dates are different. I mean, at least nowadays with, Tinder and all the dating apps and stuff like that, I understand it's a lot harder. But like if you like somebody, it doesn't matter where you go, right? Like you just want to hang out with that person. So like it could be anything.
Yeah. So if what Julie and Missy were saying is correct, where it was just one person, I'd like to know where the fuck she expects to go on dates, because she basically like crossed out like every single option unless you go to like some fancy restaurant.
Maybe it was the oyster lady. Maybe we're just doing a whole thing. It was the oyster lady that made this list. We don't know.
Yeah.
But here, you know what? Like if you look at Cheesecake Factory, dude, like their menu is like a goddamn phone book. I mean, like. Much. Yeah, I know it's too much, but like for a first date, and if you don't know what the person likes,
but I understand it. They do. If
I hate Cheesecake Factory.
They have pasta.
Let me tell you,
they want this.
Yeah,
but it's like they don't do anything well. They just do a bunch of stuff.
Sure. Dude, trust me, I don't like Cheesecake Factory, but I was just saying for the option wise.
Although, if they want to sponsor the podcast, it's the best date spot ever. Cheesecake Factory in Overland Park.
Cheesecake Factory.
Best goddamn cheesecake.
Yeah.
This wig is so fucking itchy.
Dude, I've been 50 minutes in. I'm struggling with this beard. And I forgot my chapstick. Dude, on Saturday, I was layering up the chapstick because it's like chafing my... I'm going to look like that guy by the end of this night with the lip.
I'm drinking this Miller Lite with a taste of lipstick. That's not right.
Oh, so you should have done the lip smackers. Remember those things?
Oh, yeah, I do remember those. Root beer flavor.
All right, so since it's Halloween, we should probably talk the real spooky thing of the Bears game yesterday, right?
The House of Horrors. That's the real haunted house. The real haunted house is Bears primetime games, because the I was going to say national media, but just everyone watching just roast us. And it's tough because we're children of the internet. We're online while watching the game. And it was not fun. It was not a nice evening.
So I don't want to spend too much time on the offense because it's been more the same. But that defense, okay, I do want to talk offense. Sorry, I take that back. But I want to start with the defense because that was absolutely fucking horrendous yesterday. That they couldn't stop the Chargers at all. They couldn't get any pressure on Herbert. They couldn't tackle anyone. Keenan Allen just opened up that game, catch, and then Eckler just ran all over him. But that not only like with the refs, the whole fucking that was a whole recipe of shit yesterday. But if this team can't learn how to tackle people and to wrap them up at first contact, then Eberflus needs to fucking go because if he's supposed to be the defensive guy and then why are you waiting? Just get rid of him now and figure out what to do in the interim. But like that tackling yesterday was absolutely fucking atrocious.
It was. I mean, we'll start from the beginning. First play of the game, Bajan throws a 41-yard pass to Mooney. Everyone goes crazy. Everyone's, like thinking, oh, Bajan's the real deal. Like the internet's ablaze. And the Bears are back. Everyone likes to say the Bears are back. And it lasted that was it. That was the one play because the subsequent play was like a 2-yard run and then a negative play. And then they ended up punting on that. They didn't get a field goal out of that drive. And people were complaining about the refs blowing the whistle, but Mooney stopped too. And the first thing is like, the refs are bad. The refs have been bad,
Sure.
throughout the whole NFL season this year, more than any other season I could remember. But you know who's not complaining about the refs? The 49ers and the Cowboys and everyone that won, or like any team that's worth a damn. It's always the shitty teams that are complaining about the refs. The refs didn't fucking miss 115 tackles. The refs didn't like leave Keenan Allen wide open. The refs aren't calling plays for the Chicago Bears. It's that bum Matt Eberflus. Like the refs didn't lose that game. They had all game past that Mooney play to figure it out. And then the other thing was like, oh yeah, they blew the whistle again against Cole Kmet, and that play looked like he could have scored on that play too.
Mm-hmm.
Cole Kmet's turned back into a pumpkin. I think I was right on Cole Kmet because that motherfucker does not understand where the first down markers are. Every time we need 10 yards, he gets 9. If we need 3 yards, he gets 2. Like the guy just does not do his job, and it's driving me up the wall. So Cole Kmet back into a pumpkin, back into a bum. I'm done saying nice things about Cole Kmet. You mentioned them not being able to pass or pass rush. I don't think Justin Herbert, like, he didn't need the shower after the game. He didn't break a sweat. He didn't get, like, he could have gone straight from the field to dinner because they didn't touch him once. And SBF's in the comments, he played with 9 fingers because he got the one he could have played with one hand. Like, they made it so easy for him to just dink and dunk and just beat him up. And yeah, so like you mentioned, like maybe Eberflus needs to go. Yes, he does need to go. Like it's apparent to everyone that guy is in over his head and he doesn't know what he's doing. So yeah, the problem is they're probably not going to fire him mid-season. We're dealing with this for the rest of the year.
I do want to say though about your ref comments though. Yes, the Bears couldn't tackle all that stuff, but the refs bailed out the Chargers on numerous occasions with shit.
I understand that it was bad. The Bears lost. How many points? What was the final score? The refs could have gave the Bears every call from beginning to end. They were not going to win that game.
No, I knew they weren't going to win that game either, but it just seemed like they were very quick on the flag to bail the Chargers out on numerous occasions. That was my observation on it. But I wasn't the only one who saw that as well. Who saw it that way. I mean, obviously we're a bunch of angry, upset Bears fans yesterday, and probably everyone more so at Velus Jones Jr., who
oh my god
can't fucking that it was. I don't know if you guys saw his comments. He actually called out Bajan and said that ball was underthrown, no, that ball was not underthrown. He does not know how to read a ball in the air. He overran it, and then when he had to come back towards it, he slipped and fell. That ball was perfectly thrown right on the middle of the end zone. Like, was he expecting to go in the very back of it? I don't know, but Bajan put that ball right in the fucking middle of the end zone, and Velus Jones just overran it because he can't fucking read routes.
Yeah. He just tweeted like an hour ago or 2 hours ago. It was something like really obscure, like I know me.
I know who I am.
Or I know who I am. Yeah.
He tweeted,
like,
I know who I am.
Out of here.
And immediately I'm like, yeah. And we all do, except for Ryan Poles, because Ryan Poles, I'll give credit to Ryan Poles. He cut bait on Chase Claypool knowing that it was a bad situation and knowing he fucked up. He needs to do it again. There's no point of Velus Jones being on this team when he consistently hurts. Somebody made the mixtape. It was like a mixtape highlight reel of all of his fuck ups, and each one is worse than the next. It looked like it was like a blooper reel. And like, how many times are you gonna bring this guy out there? Because he muffs punts to the point where he can't, he's not gonna punt return. He can't run routes, and now he can't track a ball in the air because he's done this multiple times, not just today or yesterday. So he has to be gone. He has to be.
Julie asked if we could court any player to sign with the Bears, who we pick? Because can I court Mahomes?
Do you think Mahomes would be good with this? I will credit.
No one's going to be good.
The O-line yesterday wasn't as bad as in previous. I don't think O-line.
Lucas Patrick is still terrible, though.
Lucas Patrick and the center position is bad, but overall the O-line played a little bit better. A little bit. I'm giving them credit for playing a little bit better. I think they had one sack allowed. Is that correct? I should have brought up the stats. But yeah, if you can't tackle anybody, you're not going to win. And it's everything. Special teams is bad. Offense is bad. Defense is bad. Coaching is bad. So it's not just one thing. I
think the one thing we can probably put to bed, though, is that, Bajan is a backup. Like, the Chargers are pretty terrible in passing. They're near the bottom of the NFL in pass defense. And for whatever reason, Getsy decided that it was going to be more screens, dinks, dunks. I mean, yes, he had the couple long bombs, but they didn't open that offense up at all against that weak Chargers secondary. Yes, they got picked a couple times, but I mean, it seemed a very, very more conservative offense from Getsy, when you could have probably attacked the Chargers a bit more aggressively than you could. The Raiders were the game plan last week was great because the Raiders are piss poor against the run, so you just ran the ball, and the Chargers are piss poor against the pass, so you should have at least tried to get the ball down the field a little more. But no, they didn't. Getsy did his shitty play calls again. But Bajan, a couple interceptions, but I think at this point he's going to be a very nice, serviceable backup quarterback. But let's get Justin Fields healthy. He's not playing against the Saints this week. He's out for another week. But at this point, we got to probably see what Justin Fields is going to give us for the rest of the year before we make a decision if we're going to move forward or not.
Last podcast, I said, like, everyone was all clamoring and happy about Tyson Bagent. And I'm like, let's see how he does when he's down 20 points. And let's see when he has to open up the offense and he has to really show us if he could throw down.
And they didn't
make reads, and they really didn't. Like you mentioned, Jay, we were in a text chain with our uncles and our cousins. We're all in a Bears text chain during games and things like that. And I said, Tyson Bagent, I'm cool if Tyson Bagent is the backup for the Chicago Bears for the next 10 years because he's serviceable. He's serviceable if you need a spot start, if you need maybe a game and a half, anything more than that. And I don't know if he's going to be the guy. And we don't know if Justin Fields is the guy, but you're running out of time to figure that out. You have up until the end of the season. So as much as, he's not playing against the Saints, hopefully we see him sooner rather than later. Because I'm cool with whatever this Tyson Bagent experiment and thing is now. We know what he is. And we
And Saints
really have
and
to
Saints
figure
got
out
a good
Justin
defense. So this is going to be a test for him because, like I said, Raiders were bad at the run, Chargers were bad at the pass. Saints got a really solid defense. They're in the top of the NFL right now with it. So,
And it's not easy to play in New Orleans.
No, that's a house of horrors right there for any quarterback. With that crowd just is another level in there. So if he's gonna have a rough time next week, and Getsy's gonna have to really figure out how they're gonna do this game plan because if they're gonna keep on doing these little checks and dinks and everything and just basic runs up the middle, it's gonna be another blowout and it's gonna be bad shit. And then hopefully Justin's back. Bears got a bye after next week.
Thursday.
Believe, right?
No, Saints.
No, they play on a short week.
Yeah, Thursday against the Panthers, we're fighting for the number 1 pick. So it's the
Right.
toilet bowl. I'm gonna be watching that game.
Yeah.
That is my Super Bowl. That Carolina game. I mean, it's win-win for us, but that's it. After that, then who knows?
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get to some listener bums and MVBs now. Sorry, I should have wrapped it up. My fault.
We're
I gotta-
good. Hold on.
Film me. I'm Instagram famous, you fucking bum.
I think he's a bum. I think he's an absolute bum.
You're a real crumb bum.
Because you're training like a damn bum, you know that? Bum. A bum.
Oh man, good thing people can't see when the video's playing because my fucking eggs and thighs are just sticking to my leather chair right now, man.
Did you pick a wedgie?
Yeah, I had to. I didn't get no money so far. No one wants to
No
see me
Venmos.
spin. I'm very shocked and disappointed that no. I thought
might
for
not-
sure we were gonna get this. This was gonna be what people wanted to see, but apparently it's not.
You might have to pay people to show that. Like, I don't think anyone's interested.
I'm officially old, man. I can't even whore myself out anymore.
I will credit you're whoring yourself out.
I'm an
for the show, so
unemployed. I'm an unemployed whore.
Yeah.
Credit to you. Credit to you. You're like
Whore.
I mean, Friends is in the news for sad reasons because of Matthew Perry, but you made me think of the Danny DeVito episode where he's the cop stripper, and like he got sad because no one's interested in watching him strip.
It's me right now, man. Like, what the fuck?
I think somebody in the comments threw up that they would do a $15 Applebee's gift card. I didn't see who it was, but
That's all I'm worth to you motherfuckers is giving Applebee's $15. That gives me fucking margarita and appetizer there.
yeah.
Yeah, Sarah with a great comment. No one wants to see you stand up except me, but she gets it for free.
That's true. She does. She helped me put on my costume.
What was the help? What did you need help with?
Because it didn't fit me as much anymore, and it's a lot of pieces with the leader hose in. So
like a crowbar and a pry bar.
Shoehorn.
I'm gonna do a rally shot. I mean,
All right, I like that.
I'm gonna
Rally
do
shot's
a
good.
rally
I'm
shot.
good with that. So
What's the score? I haven't
They,
even checked. God,
It's
Dougie,
3-1 still.
3-1, but towards the end of the period, there was a fight, and the Blackhawks dude took him down, and they just showed a picture of the dude in the penalty box. His eye is swelling shut. So
Oh,
Blackhawks did win the fight.
All right, that's a dub.
all right. So we'll take this. Let's go. Nice little rally shot, gents, and then we'll get to the listener bums and MVBs.
I'm overheating with my beard. Otherwise, I would have put the rally starter jacket on. We haven't really talked about the starter jacket,
Well, that's more of an in-person.
and it's only playoffs. We
Yeah.
have a starter jacket that has magical powers. If you're interested, maybe hit us up in DMs. We'll explain.
All right, cheers, guys. Cheers. Let's go Hawks.
All right,
get some
let's go.
fucking
Let's
goals.
SPF, man. SPF every time with this Blues comment.
All right. Let us get some listener bums and MVBs. Let's go. All right. King Ass, Samuel Ass. Bum of the week. Chris Collinsworth for saying Fields needs to learn from bad. Yeah, that was fucking. That was egregious. That should have been a fireable offense right there.
I'm glad King Ass brought this up because I had a note. I don't know if you guys heard the reports on 670 Score earlier today that the Bears front office are like little fingering and whispering to everyone else in the league, kind of like slandering Justin Fields, and they're trying to like blame him for things. And apparently they were pissed off at him blaming the coaches on one of his press conferences, and they're still not over that. If that's the case, fuck everyone in that front offense, from polls on down. Like, what are we doing here? And we knew this was a dumpster fire, but now that like the score is like reporting this shit, it was like bad news, man.
And Bernstein had a good comment. Like, if you're gonna do this to Justin Fields because you don't want him to be your guy or you don't think he's your guy, then fucking trade him. Trade him for try to get a first round pick out of him or a second round pick. Get something for him while you can, and then just run with Bagent for the rest of the year. Let's hope we get a top 3 pick and we can draft someone good. Like, stop.
Why would you want to diminish your own trade value? You know, you're literally diminishing your own trade value at that point.
Yeah, because you're not trading from a position of strength. You know, like you have to in the trade deadlines tomorrow at 3 p.m. So no one's gonna give you a first round pick for a quarterback with a fucked up thumb. But if that was the case fucking weeks ago, they should have just done it. But
real quick, do you guys think that they do anything at the deadline?
No,
I don't think they want to give up their capital.
Yeah, they're sitting pretty right now. I don't think there's a reason why they should, unless I saw a couple different places early today, just like tea leaves, and it's from places that like I would be like I follow closely, saying that maybe Jalen Johnson gets traded. If that's the case, man, you gave up on Roquan, and now you're giving up on Jalen Johnson. At some point, you have to keep some of these players. So I might be pissed if Jalen Johnson gets moved.
He deserves a contract extension.
Yeah,
you can't just keep on, drafting. Okay, yes, you do need to keep drafting good players through the draft, but eventually, like you said, you need to sign some of the guys because not every prospect you draft is going to hit. So you can't just hope that like, oh well, we're going to get rid of Jalen Johnson, he's good, and we'll just draft a new guy next year and hope he's same caliber as Jalen. No, like that doesn't happen all the time. For every Tyreek Stevenson you get a whole bunch of fucking other bums. So sign a couple of your core pieces, but don't keep trading away for draft picks when you actually need some good people on the team. And MVB, me and Sarah for a lovely get together. Thank you, Sam. Appreciate that.
Yeah. And so that's going to piggyback on Yumpers. That says Head Bum in charge and Sarah for hosting. And then the bum is the Bears.
That's true. MVB from Millennial Sox, the Chargers official Twitter page. That fucking tweet was awesome.
So I have the tweet here. I'm gonna play it for everyone because it was 1, ballsy, but 2, amazing. So shout out whoever's running the Chargers social media
for the future.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part. I didn't do f***ing shit.
Great tweet.
Dougie,
good job.
You mentioned social media, especially on Twitter from team pages. Yeah. They're getting pretty ballsy, huh?
Yeah, they're getting ballsy, man. I mean, it actually kind of reminds me of like, that first time when you realized that like Wendy's was roasting people. Like you were like,
Wendy's is the OG dude. King. I still won't fuck with Wendy's. Wendy's knows what's up.
Yeah, and like you're like part of you was like, man, look at all this like publicity that are getting and everything like that. Like, why don't more companies do this? Like,
well, they actually have like their. No, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, sure, you're gonna lose a lot of people because some people are gonna be like, oh, it's just fucking inappropriate or whatever,
Not
you're
PC.
Gonna gain. Yeah, you're gonna gain a shitload of people that are just like, that's fucking awesome. Yeah.
Especially when when National Roast Day is or National Roasting Day, whatever it's called, and they just like, all right, it's National Roasting Day, roast me. And everyone tries to come at Wendy's and then they always miss.
The best part of Wendy's social media is when other companies try to go at Wendy's. And it's
Yeah.
basically like Andre
Right.
the Giant versus like the local jobber. Like you
Yep,
try to
yep.
roast Wendy's and they come after you 5 times harder and they still the king.
Yep. Hell yeah.
And bum of the week, Dealers Jones and Taylor, Tyson Bagent truthers.
I mean, yeah.
I agree with that. Jeff Bartlett, MVP. The Broncos were playing Taylor Swift's song over the speakers yesterday after the Broncos Chiefs games. Talk about a nice troll job. Absolute. Bum, the officiating crew. Yep. Talked about that. They suck.
Ugh.
All right.
4-1 Coyotes.
I
4-1.
only
This is it.
have
rally shot did not work.
Rally shot did
Did
not
not
work.
work.
I'm gonna for our bums and MVPs. I'm gonna go first. My first. I don't have any bums. But my MVP is my wife for helping me on Saturday and doing everything, setting up the house, all that good stuff. She was rock star, and even when I was starting to lose my shit a little bit, she kept me cool. So, shout out to my wife Sarah for all the prep and everything you helped me with on Saturday. My other MVP of the week is me. Why? Because I got this notification from Amazon Music the other day. Top 5% for Olivia Rodrigo listeners on Amazon Music, and I just want to say, we did it, Joe. So I'm moving on up. Moving on up. Trying to get that top 1% of for Olivia Rodrigo, but that was a nice little badge. I never got anything like that before. So she's throwing some bangers, and I'm all here for it. So
I argued with you on Saturday, but I think we were too drunk to really argue. And I said, I realized, because you mentioned it last podcast, and top 5% is something to be proud of. I'll give you that. But how many people are using Amazon Music? If this was a Spotify,
I don't care.
If this was a Spotify thing or a Google Play or even like Apple Music, obviously you don't use Apple Music, but then I'm like, holy shit, this is millions and millions of people. I think you're the only guy using Amazon Music. I don't know many people using Amazon Music.
I like it because it ties in with the Alexa app, and it just
you explained it to me, and I probably should be using it too. Like, I agree with you. Like, it makes sense to be using it. You pay for Prime and everything else, and all the gadgets are tied in together. It all makes sense, but it's still like, I don't know anyone else using it.
Also, I think, Peter, you might have forgot. Missy said we thought you guys understand my bathroom at Bourbon Bum.
I don't think I saw that. I should mention it. If you guys have my bum or MVP, I checked it. I didn't see it. I'm sorry, Missy.
Yeah, I saw it. Let me pull it up here. Because she basically said the girls' bathroom was fucking disgusting, and hold on.
At where?
At Bourbon Street.
Oh, Bourbon.
That the bathroom was fucking disgusting, and she almost peed herself, and she had to use the VIP bathroom at the DJ booth, and she had to pay for it or something because
the bathrooms we are veterans at Bourbon Street. Julie and I spent our formative years at Bourbon Street. Those bathrooms are basically a slip and slide. It's an ice skating rink. It's trouble. You're asking for trouble if you go to the bathroom anytime after 10:45 p.m.
Bourbon Street bathrooms, the girls ran all the way into the DJ room. If we didn't somehow get into the VIP bathroom, I would have pissed my pants. So yeah, you're right. Those lines at Bourbon Street.
You should have came to Jason's. All you would have had to contend with was a swinging penis in his bathroom.
Oh man, I should have posted that up. Chirizi had a selfie of you. Credit to you and your decorating. You get 1 month from October to November, and you go all out. And people were talking. I was like, I don't know. He's like, how much money do you think he's spent on decorations? And I was like, you've been amassing an army of dead people for about a decade plus. Since you lived in Bridgeview. So yeah, so it's awesome. The basement, the front yard, everything. But I don't think people realized there was a severed penis hanging from the bathroom mirror up until like very late at night. And Chirizi tweeted it. So if you guys go on Chirizi's Twitter page, you'll be able to see it. But that's something. That's something.
I like to throw little Easter eggs in the Halloween party. Like you gotta kind of look around. You can't just like blow past stuff, and like, go into the house and like, hey, I'm ready to party. You gotta like look around, man. I hide stuff, man. There's little intricacies.
It's like Call of Duty Nazi zombies. It's like you gotta figure things out. The mystery box.
Oh man, yes.
Yeah. All right, Johnny, you're up next.
I just thought of this on the fly, but I'm gonna bum myself because I came half-assed on costume on Saturday and today, and I had an idea. Hold on, stop. I know what you're gonna say. I've had an idea for a very long time of a costume that I really wanted to pull off, and I think next year I'm going to do it because I definitely, and there's only two people who know what I'm exactly going to do, which is Peter and Julie. I talked about this before, and I think I'll blow everybody out of the water on this one. But it like I said, I think I'm going to wait until next year to do it. It's something I've been wanting to do for a very long time. But and it's very expensive too, like very expensive. But I think I would definitely pull it off. Thank you once again, Jason and Sarah for hosting. You guys always kill it out of the water with your Halloween parties. I don't have an MVP in general, but like I said, I'm just blessed with having you guys as friends, family, everything like that. So it's more of a sentimental type of thing that I'm putting out there. So I thank everybody out there, everybody who I talk to, you guys are fucking kick ass. So
thank you, Johnny. Appreciate
that, Johnny.
Yeah.
Julie, real quick says, I bet Jason and Sarah would put a really good escape room because Sarah with the planning and Jason with the decor. That's a great idea. I have a spare garage. Like, I have a garage that in the back of our property that's empty. I'll give you guys free reign to plan an escape room in there, and you guys could do, because that's a great idea. Sarah's got the. Okay, here we go. Now Jason's pulling out a Bible worth of.
They I got the Fright Props catalog, and here they actually have
you're
escape room triggers.
You're saying like I got the Fright Props catalog, like we know what that is, like if it's like a Sports Illustrated or like Maxim.
It's basically it's a swimsuit edition for Halloween fanatics. But we got all these escape room controls and everything. We got switches. It's basically like when you want to do like animatronics and it's like, say, like if you want to like make your stuff go up and down and kick and stuff like that, it's like haunted house props. It's like the all the cylinders and air compressors and stuff like that, pneumatics, controllers, motors. So yeah,
we talked about this. Your basement had a fog machine going, and we're like, oh man, like do you have to put like dry ice in it or like this and that? And you're like, oh no, you just have to get a thing of fog juice. And then you just like left because obviously you were hosting, and I think it was like me, Chirizi, MSS, and someone else, Jackie maybe, or somebody was like, you just like acted like we knew what fog juice was. We're like, what is that? What does that even mean? Like fog juice?
Yeah, fog juice. It's just a liquid that you heat and it turns into fog. It's like bubbles, the bubble juice, I guess you could say.
Gotcha.
Speaking of bubble juice, I was standing over by the shot Plinko and the cage that had, what was it, little baby
prison?
Yeah, baby prison. Yeah. Dude, those things, whatever was shooting out of there sounded like baby farts. It was like
that was the fog machine. That was the fog machine.
Oh, dude, it was like baby farts. I was like, this is so realistic. It was amazing.
All right, Dougie, Elsa, you're up next.
I mean, obviously, I'm piggybacking off everybody. The party was amazing. Thank you guys so much. So, obviously, MVB. What a bum. Goes out to Amazon. I ordered a really nice Macho Man costume to match Mary's Miss Elizabeth costume. We were going to be the wedding Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth, and ordered it 2 weeks ago, and it was scheduled to be here by the latest by last Wednesday. Then it became Thursday, then it became Friday, and then now it's scheduled to be here November 3rd. So, fuck you, Amazon. So,
Yeah, fuck.
bum of the week, Amazon.
All right,
So
Peter, take us home.
I had to wear Mary's pants.
You looked great in Mary's pants. You looked great.
I did, yeah.
Those leggings
Everybody
were
said-
working for you.
You know what? I'm not going to lie. I'm a little disappointed in the ladies for not telling us how comfortable those goddamn pants are. They might not be going back to Mary. Those might be like my Sunday at home fucking pants now.
Dougie, I'm with you, Dougie, literally in spirit and also physically. If you want to make man leggings work, I'm in for man leggings.
Dude, I'm telling you, I think we need to. I'm telling you, it's a thing.
Coming soon to the Chicago Sports Bums merch shop, shysportsbums.bigcartel.com. Man leggings.
And Treasy says you got to dress as Macho Man for Thanksgiving now.
It's a possibility.
Hell yeah.
Possibility.
All right,
Peter, take us home.
No bums. We're in a happy mood. First MVB. We talked about this last episode about ghosts and my grandma's house in Mexico, and I said I don't want ghost smoke. I respect ghosts. I don't want to stir the pot. But one ghost in particular that went viral last week on the Discovery Channel, I might want to have a drink with, and it's this ghost.
They want me to drink another whiskey, dude. That is a weird impulse, man.
Billy starts acting very strange and has this sudden impulse to drink more whiskey.
Hey, out of all the times that we've been ghost hunting and stuff, I have never had an impulse. I want to drink that right now. I want another shot of this whiskey right now.
But then you're gonna be drunk.
It's the weirdest thing. Like, I want to do it.
It's my excuse from now on.
That ghost is the official ghost of the Chicago Sports Bums. He fits right in. He might be
It's
the
fucking
sixth
crazy
bum.
it's fucking crazy. This ghost, I got a ghost telling me to drink this fucking whiskey
Me
right now.
too. Fucking
Weird.
ghost.
That fucking ghost, man.
I love that ghost.
Send a ghost over to my house.
Missy doesn't believe in ghosts, but I mean, this ghost is someone to believe in. That's my guy. That ghost.
I like him.
How about that bummable partner? He's just like, but you're gonna get drunk.
Oh, boo hoo! Oh my! You're gonna get drunk. Like,
I cut the clip to like make it shorter. It's like 24 seconds. It was like 54 seconds or whatever. That fucking squid ass cameraman was like, "That's your third shot." He's like, "Yeah, I've never seen you drink this much." He's like, "We're working." I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here! If a ghost tells you to drink, you drink, motherfucker."
Oh man.
I guess that's I really like Cork and Carries all the time. Those ghosts must be telling me to go get a drink for everybody.
Cork and Carries is haunted, and they're telling you
it's definitely
to drink.
fucking haunted. That's for sure.
Yeah.
God.
So any ghost, any spirit that influences us to drink is cool in my book.
Hell yeah.
And then my second MVB, like everyone else today, Sarah, Jason, the party was awesome. But I have a specific reason. My degenerate family, my sisters and my brother-in-law, they were the last motherfuckers to leave your party. Everyone else was gone. Julie text Sarah, and you were very gracious host. You probably could have been asleep, but my family kept you up. So you didn't kick them out.
We always go to like 3-4 in the morning. So
I know it was very good of you, but you didn't kick them out. You could have put them on the street. You could have told me to call them and be like, "Hey, get the fuck out," and I would have told them to get the fuck out. But you did not. So shout out to them for partying, I guess.
Well, also your sister Christy, she said, "Can you start just playing all Olivia Rodrigo songs?" And I said, "Absolutely, I can."
I did not know this part. I didn't know that part. So now
then we were
your
switching
doing.
off between Olivia and Taylor. We were just going playing the hits.
Ah, shit. Then maybe I should have stayed. Like now we could have done a battle, Taylor and Olivia 1-1. But not only that, you guys, Jason, you got me a very nice bottle. So this is
I did. Thank you.
This is my last podcast as a 39-year-old. I'll be 40 next podcast, and you guys got me a very nice bottle. So thank you to Jason and Sarah for that. And so now my bums of the week are you guys for not wishing me a happy birthday before the end of the podcast, you sons of bitches. This is a big deal.
I was about to do that right now. I'm about to say
that's
everybody
too late.
wish
Yep.
Bologna a happy birthday on Wednesday.
No. That's for real.
Okay. Thanks everyone for listening. Have a very happy Halloween. Thanks for joining us on our Halloween spectacular. I'm a little disappointed I didn't get it. I didn't get $20. $20 is $20.
Stand up for everybody.
But...
Stand up for my birthday.
No, I don't give shit. I don't give it away for free. I don't give it away for free.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. No.
All right, thanks guys.
He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it.
Your happy birthday on Wednesday. He's the big 40. Catch you guys.
Yeah, 40 years old. Thanks, guys.